need to know what happens, and April 2nd needs to hurry up because I need to read this book. I love Sarah Adams. She has a special place in my heart. Hi guys, welcome to BOOKMAS Day 3. Today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys my most anticipated 2024 book releases. I wrote like a whole list of new book releases that I'm so excited. And how about we just start off with the one and only, this book that I'm talking about, one of my infinity stars. It's so amazing, and that is Divine Rivals, and the second book that's going to be releasing in December 26th called Ruthless Vows. But I kind of pre-ordered this book. It's not going to get delivered to me until January. Oh my god, y'all, don't even get me started with this book. I freaking love this book so much, and I can't wait for the second book. Y'all need to read Divine Rivals first, because it is like, it's like a little bit enemies to lovers or workplace rivals. If you're following Iris and Rowan, you have both of their point of views. I love when they have both point of views of the guy and the girl, and it's just like, it's like so beautiful because you get to see the thoughts about each other. They're both journalists and they're trying to like get promoted. In order to do that, you got to be the best writer out there. So oh my god, if your love language is words of affirmation and act of service, you're gonna absolutely love this book, because Roman and Iris, actually, they're both writers and they know how to get you in the heart. They know how to make you feel all these sorts of emotions in one book, in one letter. She lost her brother and wrote letters to her brother, and she always put it in her closet. She never knew where it went, but little did she know, it actually went to Roman's house. Like, what? Dude, like, she's writing all these freaking letters, literally diary entries of her life and about day-to-day basis of what she goes through. And Roman is there collecting all of them and reading all of them. Iris does not know that. One day Roman actually like sends the letter back and like responds to her, and she's like, oh my god, this is actually sent to a person, and I just put my whole life story. He knows it's Iris, but Iris doesn't know it's Roman. And then you just go through the journey with that. I'm not gonna say anything more. It was amazing, and it was in Infinity Stars, and I can't wait to get to the second book. We're left on a cliffhanger, of course. The next book that is coming out in February, this book is called If Only If I Told Her by Laura Rowan. So that book is gonna be the second book, and the first book is called If Only He Had Been With Me. It is young adult. It is friends to lovers. Okay, so this is like this whole summary. If only he had been with me, everything would have been different. I wasn't with Finn on August 9th, but I should have been. It was raining, of course, and he and Sylvie were arguing as he drove down the slick road. No one ever says what they're arguing about. Other people think it's not important. They do not know there's another story. Along with Finn and Autumn, they used to be childhood best friends, and then when they went to high school, they just like lost touch with each other because they like different things. Finn was most of the popular guy, and she didn't fit in, and she always wore her little crown. She didn't care what everyone thought. She wore what she wanted to wear. Go along with their story when they were like really, really young, like 12 or something, and then them going into high school. You just gotta read the book. That's all I'm gonna say. I cried and everyone else cried. So the first book actually has Autumn point of view, so you see like everything she's thinking about. The second book is Finn's point of view. I gotta know what Finn thought. Okay, so this is what the second book synopsis is. Finn has always loved Autumn. She's not the girl next door, or his mother's best friend's daughter. She's his everything. But she's not his girlfriend. That's Sylvie. Told through 3 different perspectives. If only if I told her, it's a love story brimming with true tragedy and unexpected bonds that heals. So the third book that I'm most excited for is A Touch of Chaos by Scarlett St. Clair. This one for the Greek mythology lovers. Scarlett St. Clair's intake on Hades and Persephone's love story. There is like other series and others authors intake on Hades and Persephone's love story, but Scarlett St. Clair does it perfect. Like, everything is such a masterpiece. Highly recommend her books if you're into Greek mythology. The first book is A Touch of Darkness. The second book is A Touch of Ruin. The third book is A Touch of Milan. And the last is A Touch of Chaos. All these 4 books are going through Persephone's story. Persephone is a goddess, but she doesn't know how to use her powers at all. And that's where Hades comes in. And she's actually a journalist, and she loves books and writing. It's just perfect for the book lovers and Greek mythology lovers. And then you have Hades. He's like the dark goddess. He's the god of the underworld. So you have kind of like the opposites attract, because Persephone is like the goddess of spring. She like brings life. Scarlett St. Clair is the way to go. romance heavy, fantasy heavy, and spicy heavy. If you love smut, there you go. And the text is in modern day, so it's not like your old century stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, because like it's a whole journey. And also I think Hades' point of view with different books, I haven't read those because I really like Persephone's point of view. So if you're interested in those, you have those. It's like the same, I'm pretty sure it's the same timeline. So the next book that is also coming out in March is called Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. I have read Lynn Painter's books before. The Do-Over, which is like a Groundhog Day, Valentine's. It was good. It was good. I gave it a 3 stars. Very young adult. The other book that I read from hers is better than the movie. I know this one's like a fan favorite, or like everyone's favorite. 3 stars. It was okay, but that's my opinion. Now, if you really like young adult, Lynn Painter is the way to go. I'll still read her books because they're cute. The cutest rom-coms. This book is about they might just be in love with each other when Sophie finds out just before her wedding that her fiance has cheated yet again. She definitely wants to call it off, but because her future father-in-law is her dad's cutthroat boss, she doesn't want to be the one to do it. Her savior comes in, a professional objector whose purpose is to show up at wedding and proclaim the words no couple usually wants to hear at the ceremony. I object. Sophie learns more about Max, the objector's job. It makes perfect sense to her. He saves these people from wasting their lives from hurting each other. He's a modern day hero, and Sophie wants in. The two loves are working together, going from wedding to wedding, and Sophie has more fun than she has in agency. As Sophie and Max spend more time together, however, they realize that their physical chemistry is off the charts, leading them to a little hookup session or two, but it's totally fine because they definitely do not have feelings for each other. With the sudden realization that she may have fallen hard for her partner in crime. So we have that. That is gonna be interesting. The cover is so cute. It must be so fun to say, I object to like all these weddings if you know like they're wasting time with their significant other. I object. Like that is okay, so the next book that I'm going to be talking about is called The Rue Book by Sarah Adams. I love Sarah Adams. She has a special place in my heart. She made When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect small town romances. If you love those, Sarah Adams is the way to go. So we have Amelia Rose, or Ray Rose as her stage name. She's a pop star. She's like really stressed about the whole pop star lifestyle. Watching one of the Audrey Hepburn's films, and she was inspired by that. She was like, I gotta go to Rome, but Italy is kind of far for her, so then the closest place to her Rome is Kentucky. She met Noah Walker. He's like a small town grumpy baker guy. It's so good. She's coming out with The Rue Book. I think it's like a sports romance. Nora Mackenzie entire career lies in the hands of a famous NFL Derek, who also has to be her extremely hot ex-college boyfriend. Didn't end things as gracefully as she had back then, because Derek is her first client as official full-time sports agent, and he's holding a grudge. And if Nora, the first girl to ever break his heart, wants to be his agent, or he will plan is to make Nora life absolutely miserable. But if Derek knows anything about the woman he once loved, she won't quit easily. Instead, giving in, Nora sends a scheme of her own. A wild night in Vegas leads to Nora and Derek in the bed of the next morning. Oh, the next morning married! With The Rue Book out the window, can this new relationship be the thing to save their career? So the next book, this one's also coming out in April. We have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I have not read any of her books, but I know everyone swears by them. But this one got me hooked. So excited for this one. It says Justin has a curse, and thanks to Reddit thread, it's now all over the internet. Every woman he dates goes on to find their soulmate the second they break up. When a woman slides into his DMs with the same problem, like they come up with a plan. They'll date each other and break up. Their curses will cancel each other out, and they'll both go on to find the love of their lives. It's a bonkers idea, but it just might work. Emma has a plan that her next assignment as a traveling nurse will be in Minnesota, but she and her best friend agreed that dating Justin is too good of an opportunity to pass up, especially when they have to get to rent an adorable cottage on a private island on a lake. It's supposed to be a quick fling just for the summer, but when they suddenly navigate a lot more than they expected, including catching real feelings for each other. What if this time fate has actually brought the perfect pair together? I don't even know how this plans out. I've never heard anything like this. I need to know what happens, and April 2nd needs to hurry up because I need to read this book. So the next book that is actually coming out in June, it is Tangle Up and You by Christina Lauren. Dude, I fucking love Christina Lauren. They're both like two different people. One is Christina, one is Lauren. Literally best friends that make books. Like what? That would be such a dream to make a book with your best friend. Tangle Up in You. It is their intake take on Disney princess Rapunzel. Yeah, oh my favorite Disney princess is Rapunzel. Like, I love her. And she has a pet chameleon, and I got a pet chameleon because of Rapunzel, and I named him Milo, and I miss Milo. Milo's not here today, but I'm not gonna cry about it. And knowing that they made a book of this, it'll just bring me back to Milo, and like, Milo will forever be with me. That was actually my first pet, and I can't really afford to buy another chameleon right now. This one also comes out in June. It's called Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Fan favorite. Everyone loves Ali Hazelwood, and I need to know what the hype is about. She made The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and Love Theoretically. Oh, and Check and Mate. Everyone loves that book. I haven't read any of her books, but I will. The only thing that's pushed me off is she's known for writing STEM scientists, female main characters, or characters overall. I'm not really interested in science and stuff, so that maybe I will someday. Maybe I'll read Check and Mate to get in there, but I don't know. It's like my own preference, and I know everyone has different opinions. A forbidden secret affair proves that all fair in love and science. A female main character, Rue, and a successful career as a biotech engineer, one of the most promising startups in the field of food science. Her world is stable, present, and hard fought until a hostile takeover and its offensive, attractive frontman threatens to bring it all crumbling down. Eli Kilgore. And Eli has his own reasons for pushing his deal, and he's a man who gets what he wants. With a one burning expectation, Rue, the woman he can't stop thinking about, the woman who's off limits to him, torn between loyalty and undeniable attraction. I like forbidden romances. They're interesting. The next book that is also coming out in June is The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden. I just recently read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. It's good. It was okay. It kind of gave me like Verity vibes by Colleen Hoover. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say much because like I have it in a reading vlog posted sometime. It is like a thriller about a housemaid, and you get her point of view, and she's working with this rich husband, rich wife, and there's like secrets going around, and she's locked up in a basement. That's her room. It's crazy. This is actually the third book. So the main character, Millie, she actually gets a house next door to these neighbors, and the neighbors are like being weird. There's like things going on, secrets going around. I think that's a little bit more different. She's like not a housemaid. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for the third book because it's like a different story, but you're still getting that like she needs to know about the secrets. People are being weird. She needs to know. Okay, guys, we're in our last final book that I am so excited to read in 2024, and that book is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Dude, I haven't read Powerless yet, but that is the first book, and it's, I believe, it's enemies to lover, and the tension is there, and it's like a little bit of fantasy. It's the one and only Lauren Roberts. She made this book when she was 18, and she published it when she was like now like 20 or 21. She's around my age, and look at her. I'm so proud of her. Like, literally publishing a book and writing a book takes years and takes a lot of time. Like, I like seeing people are my age successful. It's so like inspiring. Hopefully one day that's me. Yeah, so I wanted to support her and read the book. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love the book. People are saying that it's giving like Hunger Game vibes. Like, though not all were fortunate enough to both survive their sickness and reap their reward. These born ordinary and just not that ordinary. The prince she's fighting feelings for certainly will if he discovers what she is. Completely ordinary. Right, so she's the ordinary, and which is like kind of like the poor lower class, and then you have the extraordinary, the elites, like the higher people. And I guess she saves the prince, and I think the prince is like the love interest. Hello, we meet again. It's a Roadrunner. Hello. It's so adorable. So the Roadrunner Kai, I'm pretty excited for that because everyone swears by that book, especially Sarah, and I trust the book girls. I literally trust them. We all have the same taste, and they know what they're talking about. I need to read that ASAP. So yeah, so that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching this video and watching all my other videos. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to see more of me. So if you need to find me, I'm probably at Barnes & Nobles. Bye!